to Flosstube number 1, round 2. So this is Flosstube number 2. Let's jump into it. I have some notes. I don't know if I'll follow them because, you know, whatever. But so last time I was on was early November, and since then I've stitched quite a bit, more than I thought. But when I was going over everything before starting this, I was kind of impressed. We had Thanksgiving. A whole bunch of our family from Texas came over. There were 20 or 21 of us, 6 dogs, 4 turkeys, and 1 giant 1,000-piece puzzle that kicked our butts. It was super fun. I wish we could do it every year, but it's a long drive to get everyone out here. So it doesn't happen that often, but it was super fun, and I'm so glad we were able to get it done. And I'm going to start with WIPS, and I just have my pile over here. They're not really in any order, so I'm going to go through and dig around for WIPS to get started. Well, I guess I could show you this one first. So I am waiting on this one. It's in the mail, a new release for December. It's a sampler, Sarah Brooks 1788, a reproduction that I did, and the colors are phenomenal. I love them. I got this frame off of eBay. It's old. I don't know how old, but it's just old enough to be a little bit grungy, a little bit battered up, and it's perfect for this. And if you could see how I frame, I'm not even going to show you, because if I take the back off, it'll probably fall apart. But I taped it around like the paper insert that came with it, and then just put it in there. The glass is behind this because I don't want to get rid of the glass, but it was causing too much glare, so I didn't want the glass in front. So it's the kind where you just slide it up in there. I slid the glass and then this back in there, and it's perfect. I stitched it using 103s on Bride Cake Legacy Linen 48 count. Yeah, beautiful. I love it. I can't wait for the pattern to arrive so that I can start sending it out to shops. So again, that's Sarah Brooks. If you like her, let your local shop know, online shop know, and they can order it from me. Otherwise, it'll also be available as a PDF 30 days from the date I'm able to send them out to the shops. So that one was fun. Oh, let's start with a new start. I started this girl. I don't know how to say her name. Cornelia Van Buren. It was in the Christmas Winterberry box from Hobby House last year. I ordered the 56 count piece of linen, which is button box. Oh, Mason Linen's Antique Button Light in 56 count. So there's her little tag. And here is what I have started. This one's been a lot more fun than I expected. I would have started it sooner had I known I was going to enjoy. Wish I would have ironed. Yikes. Had I known I was going to enjoy just doing a solid color for one, I thought I'd get bored. And then normally I don't like all these fiddly borders, but once you get into a rhythm, it goes pretty quickly. So for 56 count, I'd say that's some pretty good progress for that new start. And I'm using, I tell you, but I don't know where my floss is. It's the thin version of the 103s, whatever that's called. I can't think of it right now. Is it listed? No, but it's the super fine 103 floss in a shade of red. That was a fun new start. I also, let me find another new start maybe so I can stay somewhat organized. Oh, mark my head. This one I had a new release. I just called it Ho 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 Elf because it's elf boots with ho ho ho, and I'm not very creative. But it's a freebie on my website. You can find the link to it on either my Facebook page or my Facebook group. I have it linked, or you can just go to the website and search freebie and it'll come up. But I'm stitching it on 40 count Bunny Mom from XJew. And I think those colors are really turning out nicely. I did not give specific colors because it's a great little stash buster project, because I wish I had my iPad. I'd show you. It's this elf leg and then his other leg, and in the middle it says ho ho ho. So it's 5 colors: red, green, black, white, and a golden for the little buttons or the little bells on his boots. And I just picked some 103s to do it with, and they're turning out nicely. So yeah, there's that. I figure it'll make a cute little pillow or an ornament for the tree. I think I'm gonna do a pillow ornament and hang it once I get that finished. And that I worked on, that was just 1 day of stitching. So if I can make myself just put another day's effort into it, another day or two, I should finish that one before Christmas. Maybe. Okay, yes. This one, I stitched, oops, the Pilgrim. I did the lady. It's a Needlework company pattern, out of print. I got lucky and found this on eBay a couple years ago for a really great price. But you just have to search and kind of keep searching eBay for one to pop up. So I did the lady. Why isn't she in there? Where is she? Oh, here she is. And oh, I know why she's in here. Okay, so let me show you my finish. There's my Pilgrim lady. And I stitched her using, I used mostly the called for DMC threads. I might have slightly changed a couple colors if I didn't have the exact one in my stash. But again, there's only like 5 colors on that, so it wasn't a great big project, and it was pretty easy to pick out colors for. I stitched it on 40 count oatmeal from Seraphim. And it's just a nice fabric. The white pops well on it, and it looks really pretty on there. And on the other end of this fabric, it's not a finish, but it's a whip. And I think I just had a little bit, it's the Prairie Schooler Thanksgiving sampler there. I think it's really pretty, and it's super pretty when finished. I think I just had maybe like some of the pot and those leaves done last time we chatted. So I got a bunch of the fruit, started on the letters. My H is one row too tall, so it's off, and I don't think it's that noticeable, so I didn't take it out and fix it. I left it. But this one, I'll work on it again next fall, because I'm over full. It's Christmas time, so all these are getting put to the side. Oh my gosh, I can't get back in there. Oh, it's my pattern. Sorry, patience. I need patience and grace. Okay. Back in here. And that one I don't know if I mentioned last time, but most of these are the called for colors, except the green for the leaves and all the little squares around the letters, I switched to this green, DMC, can't read backwards, 3011. I wasn't feeling the called for green, so I did switch that one, but the rest are called for. Oh, I finished, was I on WIPS or finishes? I don't know. Y'all just follow along as best you can. Here's a finish. Oh, 2 finishes. This is Annie B's pair for the Jingle Ball, which starts tonight, if I get this uploaded on Friday. The Rocking Horse one, I stitched it on 40 count orange Pico from Under the Sea Fabrics, and I love it. My mom has some green wool to do, you know, the rest of the pair to put it together. So I'm gonna do my best to try that out. But, oh, and I just picked a green DMC. I don't recall which one. Oh, it's in here. I used 3362, and I think it went with this pink really nicely. I do plan on stitching the Noel and Joy pair as well. I just don't know if it's on my list of to-dos, but I don't know if I'll actually make it there. I hope I do. And the next one is also a finish. This one is Be True from Needlework Press. I picked this up at the attic this summer. But anyway, I'm gonna make a pillow for my double. I love it. Just DMC, small. It's great. Okay, don't let me forget to edit out where I showed you the whole dang chart. Okay, you know, life. That's how I run it. And then this is my bag of finishes. I don't think there are any more new finishes. Did I show you this one last time? It's gonna be a new release soon as well. It'll be much prettier when it's flat and ironed. But it was completed in the year 1887 for Queen Victoria's Jubilee year. Very cool. A little commemorative stitch. Once I get it framed and ironed, I'll show that one better. Okay, this one, I showed it last time, but I did get Silent Night FFO'd, right? That's what we call it when we fully finish, I believe is what it stands for. I got the crinkle ribbon sewn on. Whoa, so it looks much more just complete. There's Holy Night, which I haven't finished, so you can see just how much adding that crinkle ribbon really adds to the look. It really even makes the stitching look so much better just by adding that. So I need to get my button gear and get the other crinkle ribbon sewn on to Holy Night so that those will be completely finished. And in my plans, which I could save this for when I talk about plans, but I'm gonna start working on All Is Calm. I think y'all will like that one. Silent Night, Holy Night, All Is Calm. Coming soon. I don't know if I had these yet when I talked to y'all last. Did I? Papa Noel is now available. Texas Longhorn, Holy Night, and Silent Night are all available. Just let your LNS or ONS know, and they will get it ordered for you. The girls made some new fall charms. Isn't that cute? A new Christmas charm. These are all on my website under Notions maybe, or accessories. I don't know, but they sell them. And they were selling them to like say just earn money. Like they wanted to buy a video camera and a ring light, so they did that. And now I just put their money in the bank, which I think is great. They're going to learn all about saving money at a young age. Oh, and we watched this movie like 5 times already. They love it. A Christmas Story. So there's that. And I'm pretty sure I showed you all my finishes. The Rocking Horse, Pilgrim, and Be True. Oh, and I also finished a quilt block. I don't have it with me, but I shared it on Instagram. It had a ton of points and stuff that had to get matched up, so I was kind of worried if it was gonna work out for me because I'm not the best at being precise. And it worked out, so I was a little bit excited that we'll save that one, that I pulled it off. In this lovely project bag, I keep, Elizabeth Stevenson, the 2025 Queen of the May chart from Hands Across the Sea. She's ginormous. She's beautiful, and I think there's like 28 or something floss colors. So there's a ton, and I'm missing one, so I subbed a color, and I'm telling myself that I love it so that eventually I will believe it. And actually, I guess looking at it now, it's not that bad. Maybe it is. I don't know. It just seems a little stark. But I'm stitching it on 56 count. 56 count, whatever I bought from the attic. I could not tell you. Oh, yes I can. 56 count, just the ticket from Tabby Cat. And let me just show you how large this thing is going to be on 56 count. That's how big the piece of fabric is. And I think I made my margin too wide over here, which I mentioned in my last video. I still have not double checked to make sure it's going to fit all the way across. So we're still just crossing our fingers and saying little prayers that it does. But since last time, I believe all of this is new, maybe this whole, or maybe I had the red outline done of the flowers. So the green, the fill-in on the flowers, and the pot are all what I completed last month. And I love this one. Like, I just love looking at it. The tiny stitches are just, I don't know why I love tiny so much, but I do. It's really cool. It's hard on the eyes, and it's really, really, really slow going. But for this one, I just can't get over how much I love those itty bitty stitches on there. So I'm excited that I made, like, while it doesn't look like much, it's one small motif. That was a lot of progress for this, for me at least, because I'm not a fast stitcher anyway, but then you throw in 56 count and I'm really not a fast stitcher. So that was some good work for me. Oh, I worked quite a bit on this one, which at first I was like, I don't think I can get into this. I might not work on it this year. But then I was like, it's Thanksgiving. I need to get working on it because, you know, I've got to trim down my WIP pile. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I make myself work on stuff. So Feast of Friendship, Blackbird Designs. I did finally get into it. And it's not a ton of progress, but I got all the window shutters, the window panes, and then a bunch of the blue fill-in worked on. I think this was new, or maybe it coming out was the new part. This border right here, you can see a few stitches are missing because I forgot to tack down my ending stitch and it started coming undone. But thankfully it's not much. And sorry, I'm shaky. I get shaky sometimes. Is it shaking for y'all? If it is, I'm sorry. But that blue, oh, I used the Vicki Clayton Silks conversion. And so that blue, the pattern calls for you to do the house in like several shades of blue that you can kind of see there. You know how they're different shades, but I'm doing just one shade because I think that blue is super cool and I like the variegation, and I think it'll look nice all just one shade and still have the essence of a Blackbird pattern. So I was excited to get that done and excited that I got into it. Oh, I'm stitching it on just the ticket 40 count. So hopefully I make more progress next fall. Oh, this one. Oh. So this one, I love it. I think they're cute. The raccoons are just adorable, but I'm having a hard time finishing this one. And I think the sole reason is because I did it on 32 count. And I do not, look how cute that is. Why can't I finish? But I think the reason is 32, and I don't like using 2 strands of floss. I don't know. But look, I'm so close, and it's so cute. And like, to put that into a pillow and just have it out, I'd leave it out all year long because I'm not, it's fall, but I like it, it's cute, so I'd want to look at it all year if I ever finish it. Oh, I'm stitching it on, like I said, 32 count brown sugar from Fiber on a Whim. And it's a really pretty color fabric too. I might try something 1/1 on this fabric because I do like the color a whole lot. So maybe the next trio, whatever that series, you know, the trio animals series, maybe I'll try a 1/1. I don't know. That sounds very intimidating, but could be fun. I'm using all the called for floss. It's really cute, but maybe next year will be the year to finish that. This one, I did not get much completed at all, but I love it. It's gorgeous. I don't like alphabets, so this is definitely a what the heck chart for me. However, I love samplers. So if you love sampler reproductions, you kind of just have to take alphabets as part of it. This is Louise Prairie 1911. I'm using the called for 103s on Marbled Bunny from XG Designs. And last time we talked, I don't think I had this part done or the green highlights on that part of the alphabet. So I added those. And that's all I got done before I got just meh on this one. But I want to finish it because it is super pretty once it's finished. I saw it on Stitch Beads Flosstube, Audrey, like a year ago maybe now, and immediately knew I had to have that one. And now I need to buckle down at some point and actually make some progress. Focus hard on that one. Let's do this one. I worked a little bit more on Seeking Refuge from Scarlet House. I did a full conversion to Gloriana silks that I pulled from my stash. And they're gorgeous, gorgeous. Especially this red. If you need a good brick red for a house, Gloriana Cranberry is beautiful. Of course, on the camera, it probably doesn't show accurate, but it is beautiful. I'm stitching on 46 count Tephra from Cedar River Linens, which is a fabulous linen color. And look at that. I know, it's still not much. It was some progress. I don't remember how much I worked on it, but I got a chunk of the bricks done. And I really wanted to keep going just because I love this floss. Like I keep saying it, but it's because I want you to understand how amazing this floss is for brick houses. You should go order a skein of it and try it out yourself because it's stunning. Okay. this WIP was supposed to not have started yet, but I couldn't help myself. I pulled out my Prairie Schooler Santas. And I'm nearly finished. I have 12 stitches, the berries in the corners. I got him finished up, so he will be a finish next time we talk. At least he should be. If I can't get myself to put those last 12 stitches in, I'm gonna have issues with myself. So I gotta get it done. I'm stitching on 40 count cookie dough from Needle Bling. I have also, I think that's 2002. This is 1985. So I had him already finished from, I think over the summer maybe. I finished him. And then I'll just keep going and adding on this whole piece of linen. I can fit 12 Santas on here. So once I have all 12 stitched, I will then turn them into pillow ornaments for, I have a pencil tree that I put up in our kitchen, and I'm gonna stick them on that. It's not really our kitchen. I wouldn't actually put stitching in the kitchen because I'd be afraid it'd get something on it, but it's like in the far corner of our kitchen where it won't get dirty. Hopefully, I probably just jinxed it. But I'm using, this is just my ring of a lot of the colors that are used in the various yearly Santas. So I just keep that ring of floss in my bag. I have it all in here. I have all the Santas here. The next one I'm going to do is 1999 with the gingerbread. So I'll start that one at some point. And I like these because I have learned that when I'm at school, these are super easy to stitch on at lunchtime. And this fabric, I don't need super bright light to be able to see it. I just need my readers and I can stitch, and it's small enough chart that counting isn't a super big issue. So that's a great take to school bag of charts. Then, let me check my notes. Let's see where we're at. WIPS, finishes. Okay. Oh, I showed you my FFO. Okay. Oh, I have two. Oh, yes. This one. Okay. So this is the one last video I told you I was going to finish, didn't have a choice, had to finish it because I was going to release it. And guess what? I did not finish it. So I'm thinking either Christmas in July release or just wait till next year. But it is fantastic. Oh, why did I stop? I know why I stopped. I burned myself out because I have to switch up projects quite a bit or I get burned out and then I just stop. That's what I did with Liberty Eagle. My model for that one on the cover of the chart, I don't have a copy, but it's incomplete because I just couldn't get it finished, but I knew I needed to release that one. So I just kind of strategically placed stuff on the photo to make it less obvious. Still not finished, and that's been months. But look at that. Oh, I love it. I know, that sounds super braggy, huh? Like, oh, look at me, I did so good, but I love it. I guess sometimes it's okay to brag, right? Is it? What I don't love about myself is I'm stitching it on a half yard of fabric. Like, cut it down already. It's navy bean from Lakeside, which is a really pretty fabric. But like, seriously, could you cut it down already? But I can't. I need to though, so I remember I have this fabric and I'll use it for something else. But man, that one's pretty. I'm using Soie d'Alger. I have them on my cute gingerbread floss tags. These are just gift cards or gift tags that I got at Hobby Lobby last year, or Michael's, one of the two. Punched bigger holes on top and floss drop holes, and so there's all my floss colors. Pretty and so soft. Okay, I think I got excited about this one again. I might work on it tonight after I get the house cleaned. Okay, my last width. This is another one. I'm not gonna say it, but I need to. In my head, I know that I have no choice. I have to finish it. I'll take it off the hoop. Because I need to get it released this month. need to get the email out to the shops, but I've got a lot left on this one. It's another reproduction sampler with bright colors. It's a mixture of Gloriana, Dinky Dyes, Swaddle. Sorry, my cat just found a bag of bows. She's digging in them. Hopefully it's not too loud. I don't remember what others, but I'll pull them out here. And I'm stitching it on 46 count licorice from Tabby Cat that I picked up at the attic this summer. Oh, it's beautiful. So, so pretty. And it more alphabet. I love the way they look finished, but I have a hard time. Oh, I can't. This is also the one I had. This is my floss storage system. So I can't hold it up all pretty. Anyway, I love the way alphabets look stitched once they're complete. I just have a hard time keeping with it. It's so repetitive feeling and not much, I don't know. There's my floss. Oh, shaky. All the colors are pretty. I wish I had them organized better, but sometimes you just, you do what you do. I do have them in this pretty Starry Owl bag though, that they match. Like the colors kind of feel the same. And did I show you this one? This is a red velvet quilts bag. Hers are nice too. I like them. With some of the girls' charms on them. This is the WIP charm they made. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is all of my WIPs. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my plans, I think. Oh, what did I do? Darn, I'm going to have to pause. Figure out what I did with that. Let me pause before I forget. Okay, so got that fixed so I don't forget. Let me show you some of my plans. They are very loose. They're things I really, really want to get to. But, you know, if you know me, if you've seen my Instagram, if you heard me ever say anything, sticking to plans is not my strong point. So we'll see. First, I already showed it, so I'm not going to pull it out again. I want to work some more on Seeking Refuge because I love it. Love it, love it. This is that dark sampler on licorice. I must keep working on that. This one. Oh, I am kind of re-energized about my Christmas cardinal. That wasn't on my WIP list or my want to do list, but now it is. Elizabeth Stevenson. She's also on the list of want to work ons. Oh, my Ho 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 Elf freebie that I showed. I want to get that finished. I want to get a bit more done on Needlework. This cute little girl sampler. So that is in my pile. I want to finish those 12 stitches and get started on 1999 Santa from Prairie Schooler. I want to get the crinkle ribbon sewn on Holy Night. And now these are things I haven't shown yet that I pulled out and want. Uh-oh. This isn't what I thought it was when I pulled it out, but it does remind me I would like to keep working on her. That sweet little girl, Margaret Beatty, Hands Across the Sea. She's been in this Q snap forever. That's how much, isn't that cool? I do need to get back to her. Like, she's probably been in this Q snap for a year and a half. Just waiting for her turn to come back up. So I have a lot, quite a bit done, you know, considering I could probably get a decent chunk knocked out if I would spend a few days on her. So yeah, I think even though it's not what I thought was in this bag, I'm gonna keep her in the pile of plans. I probably won't use the Q-Snap though. They're not my favorite anymore. I really, really, really like either the chunky nerd hoop, because I like how my Patoki stand holds them, or if I'm gonna hold it in my hand, I like this little Hardwick Manor oval hoop. These are my two favorites. So I only have one of this one because they're kind of expensive. I'd like more, but I can't really justify $50 to have like 4 little oval hoops. But I do have several of these nerd hoops because they're more practical price-wise for me. Okay, so there's her. Not really Christmas, but I like her, and she needs to get some work. This one, this is the old pattern. I've since, as you saw, started printing my patterns through an actual like printer, so they look different. But Christmas with Martha, if you watch Gary and Ronnie from Garen's Stitchery, Ronnie started this one. He finished up Liberty Eagle. No, actually, he might have finished this too. He stitches really fast. So he did this one, and it looks really nice. You can check out the fabric and stuff he used on his Flosstube. I've stitched it once. You can't see it in the frame, but it's hanging above me. Because again, I don't care if it's Christmas. It's up all year long. I just love my stitching. And I don't have so much of it that I need space. But the second time around, I'm using darker fabric, so the white house will show it better. And I'm using a Vicki Clayton Silks conversion that she has listed on her website. The fabric is 40 count coffee from Northumberland Sampler House. And I just have my silks in this bag. No, on the floor. So I'm not very far the second go round, but so far I like the silk colors and I like how they're popping on this fabric. So I want to get more done on that one. Don't know what's here. Let's find it. Oh, I don't have the chart here. I keep this chart at my mom's house because I paid way too much money for it and I'm terrified it's going to get ruined over here. But it's Into All a Good Night from Blackbird Designs. So far, that's all I have finished, and it probably goes up to here. It's not a huge chart, but it's so pretty. That color, I think, is called, it's Pomegranate from the Gentle Art, maybe. And it's a really fun brick color for a brighter feel. Like, I love that Gloriana red brick, but I also love this one, a more pinky fun brick. And this is on a yellowish color linen. I don't really care for the linen, the brand. It's a weird, it's not Zweigart. I'm gonna keep doing it because I like the color for this chart, but I don't like the linen. It's icky. But also I bought it, so I'm like, oh, I gotta use it. I can't just waste it. So then I'm also, once I finish Into All a Good Night, I'm gonna stitch Raise a Glass of Cheer on the same fabric using the same floss colors so that they'll like kind of coordinate. But there's my floss for this one. Again, real life here. Very rarely do my floss get put on the drops all neat and pretty. I wish they did every time because it's just so much nicer. But, oh, here's one where I did a good job with my floss. So these are all the colors of DMC for the Annie B's 12 Days of Christmas Stockings. Love them. I have stitched number 1, so now I'm going to work on number 2, but I can't show you because then I'd show you another chart. And I don't want to have to remember to edit out 2 charts. So yeah, you can go look it up on Instagram or something, I'm sure. So I've finished stocking number 1. There are some beads or something that go in like the 1 and maybe a few other spots that I do need to do, but I'm going to do that all at the end. And I've started number 2 and I want to finish number 2 this month. This fabric is 40 count rustic driftwood from XU Designs. And I like it. At first I was like, oof, that's a little dark. I don't know. Kind of, but it is pretty. And all the floss colors. In person, like that yellow, I feel like you can't see it very good. Maybe you can. But in person, it all shows up really nicely and really pretty. Gorgeous, gorgeous DMC colors. Also stored in one of my fancier project bags. Oops, and then I had a few more I wanted in that pile. I don't know. One of them was the, oh, All Is Calm. But that one's just on my computer because I have it designed, but I haven't even printed it or anything. I'm going to use the same floss colors as the other 2 so that they all just coordinate in a series. And if I finish All Is Calm, I might even start All Is Bright and have both of those ready to release either Christmas in July or next Christmas. We'll see. Or if luck is on my side and I get into Nashville Needlework Market, I'll release them there. But my fingers are crossed, but my breath is definitely not being held. Oh, and then Not Forgotten Farms Cookie Claws. I have the chart. I had it pulled out somewhere. I don't know what I've done with it, but it's her little tiny Mrs. Claus holding a cookie. I want to do that one as well, or at least start it, but we'll see. I've got a lot, as you can see. That was a whole lot of want to do's, but I switch. I do so much. Some days I'll work on 3 different projects, like on the weekends. So it's kind of, or when school is going, I'll work on 1 during lunch and then 1 for a little bit right before bed. Another thing that is in my plans, and wish I had my iPad with me so I could show you, but I'm going to sew the vice versa quilt. It's a sew along through Fat Quarter Shop. I will be sewing, I haven't decided completely yet if it'll be the table topper option or the full quilt. I'm kind of leaning towards the full quilt because I think I can make, I want to make each of my girls a quilt, and I think I can make that one and actually finish it in a reasonable time frame because it'll be with the quilt along. So that's the vice versa style. If you want to take a look, it's on Fat Quarter Shop's blog, and they've got like the kit where you can just buy it and they send everything to you, so you don't have to worry about picking out fabrics or amounts. It's just convenient. I think that's all for my plans. That's all I have written down, at least. Then, oh, also in plans, we're going on the Polar Express. I can't say that loud. Quinn's here. She's homesick. We're going on the Polar Express in 2 weeks. I'm excited. Oh, and we're taking family Christmas photos with a little orange, red, whatever you call that color of cow. It's a mini baby Highland cow. We're taking family Christmas photos with it. So that'll be fun. That'll be cute. So those are also some big plans. Okay, so now I was on a no by November, but it didn't stick. It didn't work. I tried. I ordered this when Hobby House had their 20% off sale because I think it was Sully Stitches showed it. And I was like, ah, I'm finally caving because I've always liked that one every time someone shows it. But I finally caved and purchased it. Oh, I also purchased from Not Forgotten Farm Priscilla and John to stitch next year. So cute, and I love her little squatty people. They're cute. This I got off a D-stash from Vina. She's on Instagram. I forget what her Instagram handle is, but she lives in Iceland now. And she was selling some of her Hands Across the Sea charts. So I was like, you know what? I need that giant thing. Of course I need that giant thing with all those motifs. 300 by 300, roughly. But what's, like, those, are those goats? Whatever they are, I like them. And that got me. So I ordered that a long time ago. It's been a while since I did that. But then I had a late night, couldn't handle myself. So I went shopping. No, I know I did it because I watched, it was late at night, couldn't sleep. Sorry, crinkling. Watching Jordan, Tattooed Stitcher, and she had ordered something from Hoop and Frame. At least I think it was her. I was like, well, you know what? I need to check out Hoop and Frame. And they had the silk pack, just all convenient, right there for the chart. So now I have that, and I know I have linen in stash because I've got linen for days. So I don't need to buy the linen. Oh, well, oh, sorry, I have to crinkle again to get it out. While I was there, I also found, oh, I thought this was funny. They sent a sample of linen. Like, wouldn't that be fun to stitch just your initial on? Stick it up there. It's funny. 45 count. But they had these on sale. Cow scissors and leopard scissors. So, of course I bought them. Because why wouldn't I? During Novi November, why not? I didn't stop there for Novi November though. I kept going with more of the giant charts. Isn't that one pretty? Reflet de Soie, Germaine Villaret, 1925. I'm guessing, I'm totally guessing on how you say that, but either way. You say it how you want. Oh, and then this one, Fox and Rabbit got me because she was talking on their last Flosstube, Karen was, about how she's related to this, it's like her great-great-grandma or something, to S. Moon. And she's stitching it. So, of course, I was like, well, then I can stitch it too and pretend we're having a stitch along that she doesn't even realize is a stitch along. And I'm going to stitch it on 46 count Desert Taipan from Fox and Rabbit. Assuming this is a big, I think I did the calculations, and a fat quarter will be big enough for that one. Oh, so my thoughts were, because it's a Quaker, I can just do like each colored portion, like one a month, and be finished in like 5 years or something. There's a ton of Quaker motifs. But if I just do one a month, at least I'll make progress. And someday it'll be on my wall. Then, Periwinkle Stitcher, Sean. She got me because, you know, I'm not a huge fan of alphabets, but that Needlework girl, alphabets, tiny borders, and I'm enjoying it. And I love it, and I want to work on it again. So I'm like, well, maybe I like certain alphabets. I don't know. I went and bought Harriet Salt. Why? This is very intimidating. And I don't even know if this is the exact one she's stitching. I just knew she pulled out this giant, beautiful red one that is bigger than anything. And so then I went looking at all the big, amazing orphanage samplers. And I wound up with one. I don't know. I don't know. I want to start it just because look at that, and someday it can be like, I stitched that big of a honking thing. But we'll see. We'll see what I actually do. I'll start it and probably not finish it is what we'll do. But anyway, and then I got my blueberry fabric from Color and Cotton. Got this a while ago, but just now showing it to you. And like, do you guys want to see all the linen I bought? I got some on sale. Like, this is Maple Bar from Cedar River. If you watch Flosstubes, you've seen it around. It's pretty. Everyone loves it. So I got it. I think I have it in 40 count already, but I really like 46 count, and I'm using 103s, so I got 46. This is Mad Hatter's Tea Towel from Dames with a Needle. Also, really, ooh, it's not gonna be big enough though. I like that one for Harriet Salt. But I think that'll take that half, because that's big. Ooh, what are you? Old Stationery from Seraphim. Pretty. Prairie from Cedar River. I know I have some of this, but I love it so much that it's like kind of one of those that I just want to have a piece in case there's like some chart I just want to start and need a good, not too dark, not too light linen, neutral. I love it. Old linen. Didn't I just say that? Oh, Old Stationery. This is old linen from X-Jew. Don't worry, there's more. Not much more though, promise. Cow Fodder from Dames of the Needle. I like this one a lot too. I wish colors showed better through the camera so that if you haven't ordered them, you could see. But they don't. Scarborough Fair from, oh, this one I hadn't ever seen before. Scarborough Fair from Tabby Cat. It's quite a bit lighter. Is that blurry? But it's a pretty, ooh, that'd be pretty with a, on a red sampler too. Yes. Okay, last one is Dead Sea Scroll from Seraphim. And this one, like, you kind of have to see the whole thing because it's got, if you just look at the folded up part, you won't see the whole effect. So this one, I don't know what I would put on it because I don't really typically like that much modeling. But for the right project, it's going to be pretty because it is pretty modeling. It's just personally, I prefer not quite as much, but maybe, I don't know, there's got to be something. I'll go search Instagram to see what I can find that's been stitched on that and find something pretty for it. I think that's all. Let's see. Yep, I have a lot of ideas for designs swirling in my head that they're on paper, they're rough sketches. I just need to get them charted. But sometimes that takes me a minute. And I think that's it. Oh, have you guys watched your Christmas movies yet? I mentioned earlier, we've watched A Christmas Story probably 3 or 4 times already. We watched Polar Express. We've watched all the Santa Clauses. We've watched like all the Disney ones that I don't even know their names. It's pretty much nonstop around here once the girls are home. We love Christmas music in the car. It's great. I love this time of year. It's nice. Oh, and it snowed a couple days ago. Not enough to delay school, just enough to make it slushy and mushy. So that was beautiful and pretty, but I at least want a school delay if I'm gonna have to deal with that mess. What else? Got our tree put up. Kind of got presents wrapped. I think I have everything purchased. Now I just gotta wrap it, and that's the worst part. I do not like wrapping. I'd rather stick it in a bag, but that's not near as fun. So I do suck it up and wrap things, but that's it, I think. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.